What about my sweat equity?
Yeah!
Sweat equity. Sweat equity. My sweat equity.
Howdy toddy!
My sweat
God
equity.
almighty!
What about my sweat equity?
Too many screens. Got too many screens.
Eric's working on a skeleton crew of equipment as our internet's down. I'd like to say a big fuck you to Frontier. Frontier
Good.
Communications, where you get fucked in the asshole.
Well, that's 50% of the internet options, dude, so don't piss them off too much.
The illusion of choice. The illusion of choice. Hey, you can have this or you can have this, but guess what? We're a fucking utility, and Google Fiber's never coming here, and that was a pipe dream. And Verizon sold off Frontier, I think, because they were going to be a monopoly. Because now Verizon, I know on the advertising front, they're going to control all the advertising inventory because they're the utility that gives you the internet.
Cool.
Think about that.
I wasn't
not
paying
good.
attention, actually.
So the internet, the cell phone providers, what they're doing, there's like 4 of them. Let's bring in our guest, Alex Abel.
Hello.
Bill.
You got to get right in there, man.
Able.
Yeah.
Able.
Nope. Abel.
All right. Whatever.
Well,
I've been told I was low energy last time, so I'm going to be like,
Yeah.
I'm going to give it some
Pick it up.
You're kind of a low energy guy. That's not a
Yeah,
bad thing,
laid
though.
back, yeah.
See, now we're not just running it with you and I. Without Eric, we got no. It's a leg thing.
Yeah. Oh, you want
A spiritual thing or a psychological thing.
Shout
Turn.
out
Oh,
to
my
General Manager Lou Brown.
Wait,
He's
I
just a regular
want to hear
manager.
this breakdown of the cell industry because I sold Verizon phones and Sprint phones for a
So
number of years.
here's my thoughts on it. Okay. If you watched John Oliver, he did a really great piece like 2 years ago about the consolidation. We're in corporate consolidation everywhere, right? You have I'm going to weave this into what we're promoting for you is Lunch Pool. Eventually, Lunch Pool may have a part where it has to sell, right? Every business has an exit, so it's not that crazy that there is a lot of corporate consolidation the way things are going.
Yeah.
Because you can either fight it like Facebook and be your own thing forever and never sell, which is way harder, and you have to be very smart and get lobbyists and do all this stuff. Same with Google. But now they're the man. Now they're buying up. They're buying up Instagram, not Snapchat. What's
I
that?
don't know.
Yeah.
Air fingering. It didn't help. I don't know. Facebook.
What I'm saying
On
is,
everything.
what I get frustrated with is lack of competition as the end user.
Yeah.
We have this platform. What's really good is I called out bizplans.com for not refunding my money, and I sent them.
We use Life Plan.
So it's a competitor.
Yeah.
And I go, I'll send all our people over to Live Plan. And I sent this to them in their customer servers. And they're like, oh no, please don't. And I was like, yeah.
Did you send them the video, the pod?
Yeah.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, not to make enemies online either, but like HubSpot. I had a business before Lunch Pool, and man, HubSpot, I used to think it was awesome. I used to think it was the best tool ever. Now they've got
those that don't know, it's an inbound marketing tool. It's kind of it is the closest thing to your all-in-one kind of platform,
Yeah.
but as we've talked about previously, there's no all-in-one.
They don't
there's
exist.
no all-in-one.
Yeah.
And so, but they brought in some equity investors, and then they were like, hey, you need to monetize everything. And so
Right.
they bring you in, they're like, oh, it's this price. And then you're like, oh, but you want to do this? You want to set up meetings with people? That's going to be an extra $100 a month.
I call it the cocaine tease. Yo, you like this booger sugar? Okay. Well, you wanna do some more blow?
Yeah.
Here's it's gonna cost you a couple grand. And you're
Well,
like, hey man, I'm just in a bathroom with another guy.
And I respect that hustle, but for me, the worst
Just in
part
a bathroom stall with another dude I don't know.
Until you've never done cocaine.
Yeah.
I've never done it. I've been trapped in the bathroom
you.
stall
Yeah.
like a baby
Do
deer,
it!
like, do it, Paul. What are we doing in here? And he's like, let's
You know
do
what we're
this. And I'm
doing.
like, how did I get in here?
I was gonna invite my mom to come on this show today. I'm kind of glad and
Oh,
disappointed.
wait
at
a
the same
minute.
time.
Hey,
Fine. Moms love us.
I filter for moms, okay?
Okay.
We bring the penis talk way down. Speaking of which, how's your penis?
It's good. So I'm guessing what you're talking about is how I couldn't pee the other day.
Oh, yeah, that too.
I'd have back surgery.
We ask all our guests.
Yeah. That's the go-to number
We don't
one
ask for their
question.
pronoun. We just go, how's your penis?
Yeah, so I had to have back surgery, got hit by a car, was actually on my way to lunch with a friend, got smacked by someone not paying attention, and apparently,
Sorry, every time you say you get hit by a car, I think of it as comically like you have all these stickers and they just go.
Like the
It was
the
kinda
80s,
like
like
that.
just stuffed body that always gets flown up in
There
the
were-
legs and
there
arms
were-
all crazy.
there were visual
Wow.
sound effects around, like bam, plow.
I just imagine a bunch of your wares just everywhere.
yeah. So
Papers fly up into the air.
So, but one of the side effects of surgery, anesthesia, is that sometimes your body forgets certain functions. So they were like, the surgery went super well, and they're like, oh, you can leave as soon as you exit. which
Yeah.
is pee.
Yeah.
And I didn't leave the hospital till 10 p.m. because I apparently forgot how to pee.
Come on, just a few fucking drops. Come
Pretty
on,
much.
baby.
That's a weird condition.
It's a weird feeling. It's a weird feeling to have to pee and then not.
Come on,
And
bitch, do it.
I don't want to talk about it on air, but I
You
had
just
to
did.
have a
Oh,
Yeah.
it's too late.
I don't want to talk about the details of a catheter, but
Well,
good God.
compare it to business, and then that's how we slip it in there, like a
Yeah.
catheter.
Yeah.
So sometimes you really want to make that sell, but you just can't.
Okay.
You try to force it, but you just can't.
We call
So-
it pushing rope. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the other way.
So sometimes you bring in a consultant like Tokubaga.
Yeah.
Did I
Mhm.
say it right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I finally said it right.
That's the closest anybody's ever said
Nice.
it. Yeah.
And they're like your catheter that help you get the urine out
Oh,
that
good.
you so desperately want.
We'll put that on the website. 5 stars. We're like the catheter that gets the urine out.
Yeah, by the way, I forgot to hound your group to give us 5 stars on iTunes. If anybody's
Mm-hmm.
listening out there, you want to hook up this podcast, the cheat code, we forget to promote this a lot. I'm going to whore myself out in June, is the cheat code for podcasts to get, there's 600,000 podcasts out
Yeah.
there. How are we going to separate ourselves? We really want to be the business
How many do
comedy
you need?
podcast. Oh, I mean, we don't have that many reviews per, our engagement's really low per how many listeners we have. It's really weird. And
Yeah.
so I think people may listen and don't do that. We don't push anybody to, we don't have any call to action on the show
Yeah.
for our own good.
I know.
Note to self: call to actions are good.
Yeah.
They are good, even though even if we bring it up very like, even if I were telling the audience there's a call to action, right? We're not even trying to slip it in, like, you
It's
know.
just that one last step that we're both just like, we don't have to this time.
Well,
Do you have a coffee is for closers sound effect? 'Cause we
no,
do that.
but I'll
Ooh.
write it down.
coffees for closers.
You write it down. Write that down. Write that down for me.
So my thing is, like, if you listen to this podcast, there's 2 things you can do that's free to help us out. One is share it with a friend, someone that likes dick jokes and or business advice. And then 2 is go on iTunes. You can literally pause, or you can do it while you're listening right now. You're probably driving, you're folding laundry, you're doing some menial task. Active listening, passive activity, as I've heard podcasts are great for that. Yeah. And so what I would say is we need 3 things. Takes 90 seconds, maybe not even that. iTunes, 5-star review. Write 1 sentence. It could be like, I hate these guys. They smell bad. We'll read it on air.
Yeah. I mean, the 5 stars needs to be there, but you can
5
say
stars,
whatever you
but
want.
we just need 1 sentence, right?
Mhm.
I'm gonna go do it right now while we're talking.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh yeah, this will be a live how to do it, because literally there's some connection where you go from offline to online. It's really hard to get people to do something.
Yeah.
Right.
We should say that it's the Apple Podcast app now. They're like almost getting rid of iTunes altogether.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
you
Just
need.
in
I'm
case.
on Amazon. You need it on Amazon?
Are we on Amazon? Is there an Amazon directory?
Tell me where to go. Tell
What
me
is
what to
Amazon?
do.
Go to wait. Are you have a Samsung?
No, it's an iPhone.
Okay.
Okay.
No, go to the
Podcast app.
Apple Podcast. app.
Purple with the white dick and it has the things, the rainbows around it.
Everything's a
That's
dick.
the app.
Everything's a dick. Or a
Look at
vagina.
that! Look at that thing. That's a
Like
dick.
lunch
It's
pool.
a rainbow.
While I'm
dick.
pulling this up, though, you guys know that the best way to get people to do things is a captive audience. So, like, just have a pizza party and be like, "Hey, free pizza," and then be like, "Oh, by the way, you all have to."
Well,
Give
we'll
us
have you
reviews.
on as many times as we can have you on while you're in town. I feel
Okay.
like you've got a lot of valuable knowledge. Plus, I really like what you're doing with Lunch Pool, where you're trying to end workplace depression, eating at your desk.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we just started a Facebook chat with my crew called the Burnout Brigade. So the World Health Organization just declared burnout is actually a medical condition now. This is like within the last couple of weeks.
Huh?
Yeah.
What did you get any details? What? How does it qualify?
There's a video.
Does my
it's
insurance
basic-
not cover it?
Yeah, the video probably not.
Diagnosed with terminal burnout.
Previous existing condition.
Yeah, I played a lot of Fortnite.
But it's basically it's specifically related to work. So like they say that there's a big difference between burnout and depression, because depression is like all encompassing in your life. Burnout is just specifically depression like symptoms related to work.
Yeah.
I get it. I almost feel like I don't need an explanation. Burnout's a perfect word for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Just get to a point. Just like I can't.
here's how big of a hater I am. Is all right. We talk about this a lot. The people who are quote busy, right? And they're not busy. And they're like, hey, I don't know if I can make that. I'm pretty busy. And you're like, bitch, I don't need to see your iCal, but I know you're not busy.
Yeah. I will not tell somebody I can't do it. I'm busy.
Yeah.
I'll tell them what I'm doing, or I just don't want to do it.
I used to do the opposite. I would just sign up for everything and then flake out. But that's the worst. So
Look at all this shit I'm doing. I'm so busy.
But no, I don't think I do that online. So if you say, if I've done it, you have a Bill and Ted.
Are you coming
video.
to that?
I say I am.
What does my invite say?
But I know the ripple effect online. So if I say I'm going, some people will see that and they might go.
So here's why.
Right?
Yeah.
So
I get
that's
that.
fine on a Facebook invite. But if it's like my kid's quinceanera and it's like you gotta go, there's an RSVP situation.
Like my wife and kid are coming back from Germany on Thursday. If I'm not there
Where's
when
the
they get
snore
home,
effect?
that might
9.
9. So this is why you don't have reviews because I can't figure out how to give you a review.
So you need to go to the Apple.
I'm in the app.
All
I'm
right.
in the thing.
All right. So now click on the name of the podcast because it's not.
Oh, that's like the most unobvious thing ever.
If you
not
scroll
very-
down,
It's
can
not
you
very
scroll down?
intuitive.
You can't even click the name of the podcast.
Give me it.
Okay, here we go. This is like watching two grandpas trying to figure this out.
Give me. All right. So it brings up the thumbnail. It brings up Eric and I's homoerotic picture
I think
with
it's
our
just
thumbnail.
erotic.
Maybe I already reviewed it.
You may have. Hold on.
Maybe.
And then let's go to settings. You guys can filibuster while I'm doing this.
No, this is good.
Yeah,
let's
this
watch
is
you tap
good
away on
dead
that
air.
phone.
Dead air.
Jeez. Are you nervous for your vasectomy?
No, not
When
really.
When is that?
Thursday.
Ooh.
You
I
still
timed
don't
it
want
when
to
your
know what
wife
they
comes
do?
home.
You still don't want to know?
Here.
Oh,
boy.
God. Now we're
Oh,
listening
boy.
to our own
Inception.
podcast
Oh boy.
on the podcast.
Here we go. So I clicked on one of the episodes.
Can you zoom
So
in
to
on that on
play-
the camera.
5-star
never
that
get
shit.
it.
Write one sentence and then subscribe. Those are the 3 things. 5-star review. You
Only
gotta-
one sentence. I can't write like a novel.
You can. It's going to be cool for the podcast episode we're doing right now. But
Yeah.
he's writing War and Peace.
I know. Smack the phone out of his hand.
But the one
So
sentence is
good.
important. So if you give a review, anytime someone, here's something I'll do. Here's what I'll do. If anybody listening to this has a business, a brand, or anything, you 5-star us. You take a screenshot of it. I'll 5-star whatever business, whatever you do. Your Google My
So we-
Business.
Yeah, me too.
Your
Same
Facebook page.
So we don't have any reviews on Lunchpool because it's an app concept. It's not an app yet. I would love a review. For
We
you.
could do a trust. We can go through Trustpilot and figure out something on your site that you can have that they can review. That's your own on your own site.
I'm just saying. I'm holding you to it. I want to review
Okay.
on my
Oh,
Facebook.
okay.
You'll get 2 for 1.
All
That's
right.
what Eric and I are promising right
Nice.
now.
Yeah, 2 for 1.
We need to
baby.
get. Look, people have a weird thing. I've had some clients that don't like. I used to get everybody in this office building to try to review all of my clients just to give an instant boost. Have a John Taffer effect.
Yeah.
Onto the consulting side of us. And I've had a couple of lawyers that didn't like it, and I get it because they're scared about the bar. One was just like, I don't ethically like it, and I was like, he's like, you guys weren't clients, and I go, yeah, but
Wait,
You're a good guy.
I gotta jump in real quick.
Yeah.
My mom just texted me and said, "I did not get the live notice. Did I miss it?" She's sitting there with her phone, like,
oh,
"Can I watch this
Oh.
now?"
Mama,
No.
Abel.
Sorry. Sorry for the previous
sorry,
14
Albel,
minutes
Mama.
as well.
So what? And I get it. I kind of like that he was challenging that. But my retort to that is, we're not going to take these reviews with us when we die, right? If you
Yeah.
can game the system without being too crusty about it, I'm fine with it.
I mean, it's really just a counter. It's just like
you just have to
no.
do
boop,
it.
boop, boop, a lot,
You have a dental practice with your wife,
right.
You have.
But here, let me
There's no way you can open up nowadays without really focusing on reviews, no matter how you get
let
them.
me challenge that though.
All
So,
our years are clean though. All yours are fine.
let me challenge that though. So how do like NPR and all these other ones like they have superb content? I'm not saying yours isn't, but like how do they get to like billions of reviews? Do they think they're
So they
hustling
have a
for it?
name when they start,
Yeah.
right? So they have NPR backing up.
Yeah.
I mean, NPR is a huge entity. We technically pay for it as taxpayers. So
Mm.
I'm glad it leans so left. But remember, I'm alt right, so I love your
Mhm.
hat.
I know. Quit saying yeah.
make lunch great again.
I don't care. I don't care if people think I'm alt-right or liberal.
Yeah,
or
for
anything.
listeners that aren't watching the video, I have a red hat on that. So the other day I did a presentation. This lady comes up to me. She's like, "You should have said that on stage because I couldn't read in the back of the room and I judged you immediately."
God,
And I was
yeah.
like,
Damn.
"Well, there's other speeches tonight about how you shouldn't have unconscious biases against people, but we won't get into that, lady."
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a cool thing to say after, too.
Yeah.
That's like stand-up when people are like, I didn't think you were very funny. I didn't think you were going to be funny, but you kind of turned me around. And you're like, thanks. Or the worst was when you shake hands with people after a show and there's a female comic or like no one says this to me because I'm a white male, but anybody in the lineup that's like going to shake the hand of a free audience crowd and flip the crowd. They got him. This is something I hear all the time. It's terrible. It's like, I didn't think women are very funny, but you're pretty good.
I know.
Oh, I don't think
Like-
black guys are funny. I've heard that with our friend of the program, JB Ball,
Yeah.
so many times. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Not just from white people. It'd be like anybody that's not black, basically.
JB's gonna be just fine, bridging the racial gap.
Speaking of which, go on ComedyCentral.com. He's got or CC.com. He's got with Preacher Lawson and Justin Lawson, two other comedian buddies. They have a I just ruined.
LeBron versus Jordan
Yeah,
sketch.
it's got 1 million views already.
Wow.
Yeah,
It was
came
like
out.
380 yesterday. Holy shit.
Yeah, it came
Good
out
for
a
him,
couple
man.
days ago. No, he's writing stuff for Comedy Central. When Eric and I go out to LA, hopefully we'll be able to weasel our way over to what they're doing.
Get on the studio lots.
It's possible. All right, so ending lunch, that lunch depression, sitting at your desk. When you worked at Snap-on,
I hated lunch.
did you? But you were
What
doing
did you hate about it,
sales.
though?
So,
Were you doing
well,
calling?
the thing for my job with Snap-on was not like going to an office and like meeting a bunch of people and I see the same people every day. I was going a different place every day, but there were times when it was like upper management and we would be doing meetings and shit.
Yeah.
And then it was like, okay, time to do lunch for an hour.
Yeah.
We've got these slides. Once we get through them, you can go home, but we're going to sit and eat and make horrible jokes for an hour.
Yep.
And you're going to sit there and we're going to ask you why you're not eating.
It's worse than dad jokes.
Well, see,
It's the worst.
We like so my
and
advice to
PowerPoint
people-
never works, by the way.
No, and my advice to
Someone
people
fucks
is
up the
take,
PowerPoint. It's like
take-
video
No, no.
conference.
Take back the lunch break. So like what I do is in any new job, I set aside an hour on my calendar so people won't book over it. Sometimes they still book over it, but then I'm like, oh, sorry, I can't come. I have another meeting. And then I just go to Jimmy John's with some friends. Because, I mean, you legally are obligated.
45
to take-
minutes.
Yeah, like 45 minutes at
Yep.
least.
Yep.
And-
I read that stuff for fun.
Yeah.
The ADA.
Yeah.
36 inches.
Can
from
I can I
doorway.
read you guys my review before I post it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Let's juke the stats, guys.
So good. Background podcast of the century. That's my like title.
Okay.
These guys are exceptionally funny, exceptionally skilled, and probably the most fun lunch buddies someone could ask for. Practical business advice, phallic
Backdoor
humor,
ad for himself.
phallic humor,
Yeah.
and exciting business guests.
And then it ends. Let's lunch pool.
Lunch Pool's favorite, number
Check out
one favorite
lunchpool.com.
podcast to listen to while we trim our nose hairs in the morning. Sweat Equity Podcast.
Thank you. That's very nice of you to
Beautiful.
lie.
I mean it.
Did you subscribe?
Maybe.
That's the third part, baby.
So rating,
Sure did.
review.
You're
subscribe.
going to need this in a similar way when the app comes out at a broader scale.
What's going
Jesus,
on?
yeah. Let's
Whoa,
that's,
turn off
oof.
Pornhub. That is rule number 1 in this studio.
That was you.
Sweat Lodge Studio.
Sweet
I
Jesus.
can't. I just don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna subscribe later. I
Okay.
think I'll
Yeah,
subscribe.
that'd be fine.
Subscribe.
He's a new
I
dad.
did the trifecta.
He's a new dad.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you do. You just did new dad stuff.
Yeah, new dad stuff.
Yeah, just like, oh,
You
I-
missed
never
it.
find the right
You
buttons
missed
on
it
this
last
thing.
week, Eric. He let me eat on the air. It was
no, I didn't.
beautiful.
I'm sure he did not let you, but sure you
He
did
wanted to
knock
do
it
it
out of your hands.
You wanted to do it for all the ASMR freaks out there.
What was that?
That's the people who are like, I eat on it. Like, I talk like this. Cut your hair now. We don't have the mics for it.
I don't know what the fuck you are talking
It's a-
about.
It's,
It's
the
a
it's the weird
fetish
it's the
thing.
weird part of the
What does
internet.
the ASMR stand for?
Audio sensory something
It's for
meditation
people that
technique.
they love hearing.
Meditation.
They love hearing
Oh.
people talk in the mic like this. And it's
Ugh.
like very crisp.
Is it a sexual thing?
Yes.
There's a Super Bowl ad that was something like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
that is.
Zoe Kravitz, I think, did it.
Eric's like, oh, this is disgusting. What is
my
it called
mind
again? I
is
need to go look this up
racing.
later.
Right. This will replace the squirting videos on Pornhub. I'm pretty sure. one
Nothing
day.
replaces those.
No, just R. Kelly PP videos.
Mhm.
Chuck Berry, shout out. All right. So my ADD's off the chain right now. But what what do we miss last week that I know we talked for 2 hours after the podcast last week, and we were like, we should have kept the mics on, but we talked about how does this help with depression? Like, I'll give, for instance, like they say, if you're depressed, get a dog. That will that'll keep you on a schedule a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And then B, like just petting a dog for 10 minutes lowers your blood pressure, lowers like a lot of anxiety. Are you finding any studies to kind of pull together as part of this marketing?
Yeah, there's actually 2 studies just came out in the last 2 weeks. Kind of funny the source, because one was a napkin company, the other was a walnut company.
Okay.
But the napkin company found that millennials actually feel guilty when they take a lunch break. Like the lunch break that they're entitled to, they feel like they're lower performers. They feel like there's this unwritten shame for taking
there's
a
always
lunch
some
break.
brown noser working through lunch
Yeah.
every
Say to
day.
that? Good.
Yeah.
Like Jocko.
So taking that, there's a bunch of other studies out there that show that absenteeism is lessened, creativity is increased whenever you feel more connected to your coworkers, and like what better if you have an hour every day that you can go and just like get to know the people around you.
I mean, it's the same reason why solitary confinement is another level of punishment for
Yeah.
somebody in prison.
Yeah.
Like, humans are supposed to be talking to other humans. Like, you can't. Very few people
Yeah.
are okay in solitude.
And I don't think you think of this app as it's gonna fix the situation. I think you're very realistic that it's a supplement to better mental health.
I say that like we want to help enable frictionless lunching, so a lot of features to like make it easier just to schedule. But really, all it is an excuse to break the ice. It's like it's like Tinder helps you find people to date.
Yeah.
We help you find people in the office that are cool to get along with.
And you're seeing this. You're seeing the as you look at big apps like Bumble, they do have another part to them now that is for friends, which I don't buy. I don't buy guys being friends with women through that app, but okay.
Well, I think it's girls too, because I had an old boss. She found some like girlfriends through Bumble BFF.
And if speaking of NPR and other podcasts, how this got built, there's a good one with the Bumble creator who was at Tinder,
Nice.
and how that whole story
It's
is
crazy.
really
Like when you
crazy.
start projects like this, one of the
This will be something else in 5 years.
one of the early founders of Bumble, he has another dating app for like over 30s, and he hit me up. He was on his way over
What's
from
it called?
France.
What's it called?
Put me on the spot. I can't remember.
Just kidding. I'm a Hinge guy anyway.
Uh,
Crushing it on Hinge. No, my thing is like, you're very realistic in the goals of what you're trying to do with this startup.
yeah, I mean, I would say that we're half lifestyle brand, half tech company, because the lifestyle brand is like if the tech never takes off, and we can just convince people like, hey, it's important to take a lunch break and take some time for yourself to either get to know people, or if you're an introvert, to like get to know yourself.
Yeah.
Then I'd say we won.
Yeah, that side of it's nice and a fairly low bar. Or
Yeah.
like it's like all you gotta do is meet somebody.
Yeah.
And if you don't want that, then I'm just curious. Like for somebody like me who
Mhm.
doesn't eat lunch, like what would you
He's
sell me
keto.
on?
He's going to talk to you about keto.
But
for
you
an
I'm
hour.
not gonna talk about keto unless you want to talk
I'm
about it.
kidding,
I mean, it's
I'm
really good
kidding.
for you
Well,
and shit.
I'm
but-
kidding.
Well, take the food element out of it. So
He
on
gets
that
so testy because
on-
he's a keto guy.
on the app we
My
have
blood sugar's
you
low.
can choose the kind of lunch, and you can choose like a little emoji with it. So there's a shoe in there. So like maybe just walk around the building for a little bit. Like just
Okay.
take some time to yourself, because it's less about lunch. It's more about the lunch break. So like an hour in the middle of your day where you stop the work you're doing, come back refreshed, and like just give yourself a little bit of time.
I'm curious what the other emojis are. So you got the shoes to go into a walk,
We
and
got
then
plate for like the regular food.
obviously.
We have a coffee, so
Alright.
lunch pool but with coffee. We have a birthday cake for like
Mhm.
anniversaries or birthday parties, and then beer mugs for like after work happy hours.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We've talked about the Maslow's hierarchy of needs and the business version of that the name escapes me. But there is a business version of that where you do need community. You need feedback that is probably more positive than negative. Like
Yeah.
you can create that negative one where you go, I'm a piece of shit. We do have this problem in our age range where, because we're not doing as much manual labor, everything's kind of keyboard soft now.
Yeah.
You do feel like if you're not exerting the hours, right? That you are softer than everybody else in
Dude,
the office.
I mean, dude, even if you're putting in those hours,
I feel like it's the
Yeah, or the
opposite.
qual-
I feel
keyboard.
like with knowledge work, sometimes it's like you get a
What does
lot of
that
hours.
mean?
So
What is knowledge
knowledge work is like, so I was on the business intelligence team over here in Ybor at Ashley.
yeah, you're powered by Curious.
Yeah, exactly. Weird.
BI.
But sometimes you're doing work, but it doesn't feel like work because you're not like making a presentation or you're
There's
not
nothing
doing something
tangible.
tangible. It's just
Right.
knowledge work. It's like
Right.
we had a discussion and we figured something out.
Yep.
So like that can drive you crazy.
yeah,
'cause
That's
that
why
work
there's
is never
workout
gonna stop.
equipment in here because it's like we're sitting on a keyboard. You could edit all day,
I know.
and that you don't feel good like physically,
No.
right?
Oh,
Like,
no.
I'll tell you. So the turning moment for me when I realized like this is what I want to do the rest of my life, and like going into a little bit of motivational speaker mode. There's a TED talk. I can't remember the guy's name, but he talks about how the opposite of addiction is not sobriety. The opposite of addiction is connection. And it's because whenever we feel isolated, as humans, we have that innate urge to attach to things.
Mhm.
And usually it's other people. But if we don't attach to other people, then we're attaching to our phones or
Weed.
porn or weed or whatever it may be.
Or to bring a meta example, if you're in AA,
Yeah.
you're not supposed to be in a relationship in that first year. You're going dry.
Mm,
They call that the 13th step
mm.
because you're filling a void with something else, and
Yeah.
that can be you're just basically replacing an addiction with an addiction.
Yeah.
yeah. Goes
Right?
back to just answering the real questions of what's going on.
Right, which we would say, AA aside, maybe you should do shrooms and figure out what you really want.
Yeah,
Well,
we knock
I-
that shit out
I-
tonight.
Yeah.
Ayahuasca spirit quest.
Well, I mean, there's something to it. It sounds like I'm being flippant about doing shrooms when we talk about it on this podcast, but do it every now and again. You do need to have that time where you go to the forest, or it could just be a quiet spot at your house. Just shut
Yeah.
it down, and you do need to ask these questions every now and again to yourself. We're missing the self-reflection part, I think, of what we used to do.
Yeah, and I think that it's sorry to cut you off, but it's connection. So like feelings on drugs or mushrooms aside, they say that one of the benefits of that is it makes you feel connected with the universe.
Yeah.
And that disconnection is what we're battling these days because we have devices that connect us together,
Yeah.
or they say they do. Like our devices are connected together, but we feel so
Oh,
disconnected.
we're the shittiest communicators.
Yeah. No, I mean it's like the reason why MDMA is being prescribed for like PTSD is not necessarily like the drug's effect on your memory of things or whatever, but it helps you to form a bond with whoever the counselor is that you're dealing with
Oh wow.
to further go into what it is, and for that connection in itself is what helps to rid you of the
Makes you
horrible
empathetic,
anxiety.
kind of.
What?
Makes you more empathetic.
Yeah. I mean, it's just it opens you up more
Kinda
to
gets
like
you
you're not
outside of
on
your
the
own
defensive.
head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. You step outside of yourself. It's important, man. I mean,
We're our own worst enemy in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
There's a lot human capacity. Almost everybody can be a lot better as far as I think you can get caught up and never really think about this stuff, myself included. I'm a hypocrite as I'm giving advice, but that's a work in progress.
If you can't teach, or if you can't do, teach, right?
And if you can't teach Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it is that thing of like, no, but that was the irony of, so our business name is Ignatius Riley Co. You ever heard of the Confederacy of Dunces?
Yeah. Was
a book.
that?
It's a book. It's one of the funniest books.
it was supposed to be made into a movie a bunch of times, I think, and it was
Yeah,
like, cursed.
John Candy,
Oh, wow.
Belushi, Farley, they were all supposed to play it, and before they were able to, died. So it's been
Holy
around
cow,
since the
that sounds
70s.
Yeah, nobody wants to do it.
If
You
you're in
look
New
that up.
Orleans, if you're a New Orleans person, you know of this book because it's about the reason our company name is that is two reasons. One, I went to Catholic high school, so I wanted people to think I love Catholicism because Ignatius Loyola.
I'm listening
Was
to
it
you,
that?
but I'm gonna go review Tocoboga while I'm listening.
Thank you. And then number two is Ignatius Riley. It's about a loser that lives at his house with his mom. He's a 40-year-old fat oaf. He's only left New Orleans once, but he's the guy telling everybody around him what to do.
Mm.
And I thought that's a perfect kind of apropos metaphor for consulting or advising, right? We can talk all this shit and we
Yeah.
can tell everybody what to do, but if we're not taking the advice ourselves, we're
No.
just him.
Here's a textbook example of that. So you've read some of my blog posts. I have a pretty rich marketing background. I have this analogy that I'm obsessed with of the marketing mountain. I think we talked about it on here before, where it's like it's not a sales funnel. It's actually a inverted funnel. It's a mountain, and you have to get your prospects to the top, but they have to want to get up there, and you're just their Sherpa.
It's called MLM.
Yeah. No, it's not a pyramid. It's
Yeah.
But
It's a mountain.
But I've written blog articles. I've talked about this endlessly, and one of my teammates on Lunch Pool, he's like, "Hey, I read your marketing mountain thing. Have you done that for Lunch Pool?" And I was like, "Ooh,
So
gotta eat my dog food."
yeah, we're the same way. I thought about it in the
dog.
that is like an old Southern.
Yeah.
I gotta eat my dog
I
food
was
on that
waiting
one.
for one. It's good. I'm gonna use that.
I do think about that a lot lately, and so it's like, all right. And Eric's heard me ad nauseum kind of talk about like, got to get our shit together for the show too. It's like we want this show to expand, and we can get to It's hard when you get to a certain level and you get content, right?
Mhm.
And you can't. It has to be the hedonistic treadmill where, you get to a level and you're still not happy.
There's no such thing as a plateau.
Right. And so it just keeps, or the hedonistic stairmaster, I think they've updated it.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. It just keeps going, right?
Yeah.
That's why you see all these rich, famous, successful people. You're like, how are they so miserable still?
Right.
And it's like, oh, it's
It's a mindset of
Right.
what you're doing right in this moment. It's
Right.
not like you're not going to ever get to a point where you're like, oh, the switch has been flipped. I'm now a happy person.
right.
I got everything I need. No, you're the same miserable prick you were before. Doesn't matter how much money you got.
right.
you're
Bill
gonna
Belichick's an asshole.
Right.
And he has like, he's the best coach in the NFL
Right.
ever.
Exactly. And he's going to
Nick
go
Saban?
home. And
Another,
I mean, it's just,
those guys would be fucking horrible to have a beer with.
It's just, it's just crazy. It's like you can do what you can get where you want to be without any of the other shit. Like you can just do it mentally with yourself. I mean,
But
not in a minute, but once you start.
I bet in their lives, what it makes them content, like Nick Saban getting that next recruiting class. Like,
Right.
he gets a boner for that.
Yeah.
And that's he doesn't search for happiness. I think he searched for being satisfied.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big misnomer. I think people really focus on being happy as a shorthand way to say like I need to be happy. But what I think we really have to look at is like work on being content, work on being satisfied.
I like satisfied, content way better
'Cause
than happiness.
happy's never going to happen.
Yeah.
Really.
How creepy would it
Have
be?
you
You're
guys
happy
seen,
all the time.
Yeah,
My
right.
wife got me a book called.
She's German, so she's never going to be happy.
Well, she's super happy. I mean,
Really?
she's married to me, so.
No.
She got me a book called Hector and the Pursuit of Happiness. Have you seen? It's a book and a movie. So good. You need to watch it.
The Pursuit of Happiness
Yeah.
was literally
No.
Oh, it was
Hector.
That was the title for last one.
Hector and the Search of Happiness.
okay.
But it's
Right,
you'll like it
write that
because
down.
there's a French lady in there, and she's like,
Oui,
oh,
oui.
have you seen? She's like,
Is it Martin Colliard?
he said, I'm looking for happiness. She goes, happiness. You're looking for happiness.
looking for
Okay, we're in.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
Sorry, we're
that's our 2-minute warning.
I need to
past
read
it.
this review for Tokoboga Consulting because that's kind of like one of the themes is reviews. And
Yeah.
how you should review the things you like.
Or altruistically, just try to think of your friends doing their own thing.
Yeah.
This is what I've been trying to do, and I just do it without even any
Yeah.
provoke.
I've been doing that. Yeah, I've been trying to do that too because you guys are hustling and you deserve reviews are like the currency of the internet. So I wrote, I do not recommend doing business with this company unless you really care about your product or service and really want to transform and amplify your business results to unheard of levels of performance.
Yeah, if you could just change that first sentence,
Yeah,
that'd
yeah.
be great.
Yeah.
Be
Before the
The
ellipsis
only thing
hits
that
in,
sees,
yeah.
I do not recommend. Okay, that's all
There's
I
a
need to
character
hear.
count.
Beware, if you engage with them, you will have to figure out how to manage all the new business and growth they help you achieve. You've been warned. They are
Who
awesome.
told
And
you
then-
to wrote copy?
Hashtag girthy ROI. But yeah, reviews are the currency. I like that. I'm writing that down. Well, where do we send everybody? On Instagram, Let's Lunch Pool.
Yep.
Right? And then your Facebook page, very active as well. You're doing a lot of live lunches pretty much Monday through Friday, right?
Yeah, exactly. We do live lunches. We do coffee breaks. We did an hour of me swimming around in the pool the other day, just taking a break.
Whoa, I didn't know it was getting
Slow
that.
TV.
I didn't know it's
Yeah.
the sweat lodge. I didn't know we're getting
Slow
sweaty about
TV.
that.
You know it, man.
Yeah.
You know
And then we'll do one after this episode's over. We'll do another hit like we did for brunch pool last week.
do it.
Yeah.
What about my sweat
Sweat
equity?
Equity Pod.com.
Sweat
Hit
equity.
it up. 5-star
Sweat
review.
equity. My sweat
Woo,
equity.
get a sentence on that
My
review.
sweat equity.
Subscribe. Spotify, iTunes, Facebook, LinkedIn, your mom's Walkman.
MySpace.
What about my sweat equity?